really want no smoke with my collective. Gotta respect it, fucking protect it. You can find that L on my record, better accept that I'm a king. You all talking without the action. You show off and needed some practice. We go hard, we making it happen. Ain't no capping. Do your thing, better applaud when I go off. Let me show you how it done. No matter the odds, take out a squad. You can't beat me, one against one. Once you see me, all of y'all done. Crush your ego, do it for fun. That's for anybody getting rowdy. Time to back up and run.
Hey, hey, put me on blast. Ready for attack, I be like that. Say, hey, know what you gonna do. I already know. 'Cause we're the best around. Left, right, back it up. Yeah, my crew's that tight. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. 'Cause we're the best around. Backline pass you up. Careful 'cause I might bite. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. We're the best around.
You know we're breaking the mold. Winning it never gets old. They all be digging my style, looking all wild, make 'em go whoa. Although my haters go check it, when I hit the scene I go wreck it. It's time for the fight to go choose, we never lose. Ha! Who knew Indra be climbing the ranks? Now they're covered a full-grown tiger. It's a good look, don't you think? Riding hot, don't you admire? Growing up on the streets of rough, Glasgow games what made me tough. Taking risks, throwing fists in my face, but you don't place like what?
Hey, hey, put me on blast. Ready for attack, I be like that. Say, hey, know what you gonna do. I already know. 'Cause we're the best around. Left, right, back it up. Yeah, my crew's that tight. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. 'Cause we're the best around. Backline pass you up. Careful 'cause I might bite. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. We're the best around. Yeah, they call me Caesar, I got all eyes on me. I'm born to lead, no, you will never stop me. I make the rules, yeah, I play my own back. Now I don't need you 'cause you know I strike back. If someone fight, catch me like a fast car. I'm independent, I be spending. Yeah, I'm a warrior, and I'm coming for you. So what you gonna do?
Yo, I'm a specialist, cross my targets off my legs with a flick of the wrist. Call it a trick, why need to bringing it back? Sorry for spoiling your plans. Total domination, Rhodes Island, we ain't playing. What's like your best move? Tell me that ain't true. This too easy, this too easy. I'm in my habitat, put me in anywhere. I can adapt. Once you are caught in my strings, yeah, nowhere to run, you're stuck in my trap. When they call you, then they look in the hunt. Solve the impossible after I stun. Living it up, my crew doing damage, no need to boast, but we do the most.
Hey, hey, put me on blast. Ready for attack, I be like that. Say, hey, know what you gonna do. I already know. 'Cause we're the best around. Left, right, back it up. Yeah, my crew's that tight. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. 'Cause we're the best around. Backline pass you up. Careful 'cause I might bite. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. We're the best around.
Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone today? Hope everyone is well. We're jumping into the last bit of the Arknights. Such is the joy of our reunion. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We've only got, I reckon, three stages to do here. But I thought it was probably best to leave it and wait to do the final 3 today instead of trying to power through and do them yesterday. So, I managed to get you a little bit higher. I did manage to get you up to level 70, I think? Level 63. So, we might be able to use you here. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We are on track though to probably get him to E2 before the challenge modes unlock. Which, let's have a look here. When do the challenge modes unlock? They unlock... Okay, the first set unlocks in 3 to 4 days, depending on when it resets. And then the final one unlocks next week sometime. Oh yeah, the next one unlocks like in a week and a half. Okay. Cool. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's finish up this story. We've got 2 combat stages and then the usual last stage, which will be like a little capstone to everything that's happened here. Everything that's happened. And I think it's about to unfurl that Blazer's dad was part of a large group that were trying to assassinate someone in power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. Golden rice crust. Golden rice crisp covers the plate. Crack open to reveal the dish beneath. Do we need 2 tanks? Probably not. We can do 1 tank to do the healing. Actually, let's see if we can bring Shu. Oh, we can't. It's Elite 2. Okay. Not Shu. Yu. Yu is a little underpowered for this, so maybe we won't get to use him. Maybe we won't. Cantabile can now go. Let's bring in... We could run Old Blaze. You know what? Let's run Old Blaze instead of Gavial. Let's also bring... I'm trying to think. I need like an AoE. Where's my Civilite? Where's she at? Where's she at? There she is. Let's bring our Civilite. I'm gonna keep this version of Blaze, the new Blaze, because I think she can stay alive, but Archetto, I think we're gonna have to switch out. Who else have we got down here in like the 50s? Who else? Who else? Azusia. We don't actually have too many ranged people, huh? Oh, Iris is here. You know what? Let's bring Iris. Why not? Alright, we got a lot of AP damage and not a lot of just like normal damage, but that's fine. I believe. I believe. Hey, what's up, Knight? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, that is still very hot. 1 tangerine cake to go, please. Oh, you're here. Sending it to Victoria this time as well? No, not sending it. I need to go back right away, though it's hard to say if I even can go back. This time... just a snack for the road. Wow, your cough's gotten pretty bad. I don't think you should be eating sweets right now. I'll boil you up a bowl of loquate soup. I'm fine, I'm fine. It's not to do with my lungs. Doesn't matter where the problem is. You've got to take care of yourself. You seen a doctor about it? Yes, yes. I don't have much time left, apparently. I'd say I'm beyond having to mind what I eat. Huh. It's fine. Everyone has to die someday. I've done pretty much everything I needed to get done. How can you say something like that? Didn't you still have family in Victoria? They're waiting for you to go home. Yes. I held on to hope that I could see them again, but it seems... that won't be happening. I might have been a useless good-for-nothing my entire life, but at least I can say I haven't disgraced what little ideals and righteousness I still have in me. But only now that I'm at the end have I realized I owe them far, far too much. Ah, isn't that just how people are? Things like that happen from time to time. If you try and be the perfect people pleaser, you're a fool. But surely you still want to go home, right? I want to see them. But if I don't, they'll have easier lives. That's just how people are. If you want to get something done, you need to put something down. Everyone else has to put their things down, so should so I should too. I've been in your care for so many years now, young chef. Even my final few words in this reverie of mine are for your ears only. Then, is there still something you want? I want the cake. Give me the cake. You need to pay more attention. Look at this spot you swept. It's still covered in ash. Make sure not to miss any corners either. Anything dirty has to be cleaned. We're moving out soon and we cannot leave behind any trouble for the house's next owner. It is rather late, Mr. Ning. Where are you headed off to? Oh, don't mind me, just going out for a walk. Mr. Ning's been acting really odd today. Why is he spending his mid-autumn festival watching us clean the house instead of gazing at the moon? That's enough questions out of you. Focus on your sweeping. With such brilliant moonlight tonight, we should give it a pristine spot to land on. Oh, we put no levels in this girl. Oh, I don't know what she actually does yet. We need to do that before the challenges too. We'll see, we'll see. That's a lot of resources I'm going to have to unload. We might not have enough. How did I get here? Grandfather's study. Her mind lurches on the edge of consciousness. She feels as though she has forgotten something important. An old book lies upon the desk in silence. Annals of Yarn, Volume 124, Supplement 17, 1062. Since when was there such a book in the Imperial Historical Records? Grandfather? He kept it. He kept it. It's been years since there was a criminal thrown into the 5th floor of this prison. What's the story tonight? Assassinating someone at court. The Imperial Guard themselves are dragging the culprit here. What a ruthless... Shh! Don't think too hard about it, and don't ask too many questions. Just keep a close eye on the culprit. You and I won't be enough to fix any mistakes. Cozy. It seems that everything I've run into since my return to Baizhou has been part of some grand plan. A trail of clues laid out in front of me like bait, leading me towards a dead end. Not only was the perpetrator highly skilled in kung fu, but they also had intimate knowledge of the Judicial Review Office's layout. They must have been working with Yu Cheng for quite some time. Yu Cheng asked you to take notes during his trial. This is why you stand here now, and it is also the reason I cannot allow you to participate any further. Whatever Yu Cheng's plan, you are most certainly a part of it. Deputy Minister Lin, surely you wouldn't ask if you didn't know the answer already. Can you not see the truth, or do you simply pretend you can't, because you don't dare to? What makes you so dead set on the case, Sensor Jizen? As the moon slowly sinks into the west, their light passes through the barred window and scatters on the far wall of the cell. The night air condenses into dew beading on Ling Qingwan's brow. Were it not for the scent of mold, this prison would actually be a good place to meditate. Indeed, while I was waiting here, I managed to figure out many things that have been on my mind. It was you who set the scrollery on fire. Was it an answer I gave you here, or one you puzzled out beforehand? We meet again, Deputy Minister Lin. What's his angle? What's his angle, huh? Hey, I'm not in the mood to discuss snacks with you right now. I've got people to save. Calm down, take it easy. Is it any use being so high-strung when you have so much to do? What do you know? All I know is that if the heat ain't right, don't take off the lid. You can't skip out on meals if you have something big to do. If you don't eat, you're not getting anything done. Here, try this. Is this the tangerine cake you're looking for? Weren't you always saying I wouldn't be able to find it, even if I searched all of Baizhou? I also said I'm the best chef in all of Baizhou. As long as the taste exists, I can replicate it. And this one's my own creation. It won't count for our bet. Isn't this the same tangerine cake you made before? Despite her skepticism, Blaze shoves a cake into her mouth. She's tried many fine dishes over the last few days and learned a lot about how to critique food during that time. The cake in front of her cannot be considered tasty. Do you reckon he put more sugar in it? Like, obviously he's a chef that knows how to deal with tastes and stuff. But do you reckon he put more sugar in it?
1 second.
He put more sugar into it to give the Blaze's dad, who was dying, a little bit extra energy. Like, was the sugar for that reason, I wonder? To hopefully get him to Victoria? I bet you that's what he did. She's tried many fine dishes over the last few days and learned a lot about how to critique food during that time. Oh yeah, I've already read this. The cake in front of her cannot be considered tasty. Xingzhu was right. Too much sugar will overwhelm the fragrance of the tangerine peel, while too much oil destroys the texture of the cake itself. It is not a tasty snack, but it is an exact match for the taste in her memories. Oh, actually, the cakes were never really made for him, were they? He kept sending them back home to Victoria. Maybe the sugar was a preservative? Maybe? How do you know this recipe? You were so hung up on the tangerine cake not being sweet enough, it got me wondering what kind of chef would make them that sweet. Then I thought, what if the one who made them so sweet didn't do it for the taste? That means... You said you ate these in Victoria, right? I'm reminded of a regular customer I had many years ago. He always ordered some tangerine cakes and said he was going to send some off to his daughter in a foreign land. I told him they'd spoil long before they got to her, but he refused to believe me. He'd process a bit himself and wrap it up in layer after layer of letter paper. You could barely tell it was a letter for some food by the end of it. You knew him? He came here. I've been searching for him all this time. Do you know what happened to him? I wouldn't say I knew him. He was just a regular customer of many years. I vaguely remember him always coming over before it was even bright out to order the cheapest breakfast I had on the menu. Then he'd sit by the window, like he was waiting for someone. Waiting for someone? Who? How should I know? See for yourself. See for yourself? What? What do you mean, see for yourself? Day breaks. The faint full moons brush against the horizon as the night comes to a close. There are perhaps many in slumber, enjoying dreams of happy reunions. Diligent hawkers are up early, setting up their stalls, their shouts echoing down the streets, rousing the sleepers of the metropolis. Blaze spots a familiar figure by the street corner. Eh? Wait, he was waiting for her? This small restaurant and that serene manor are separated by no more than a street corner. A fact barely worth noticing during normal times. Was this what he was looking at, year after year? It's you. It's really you. Huh? You're here. Wait, she was an orphan, right? Uh-oh, wait, hang on. Is this not Blaze's father at all? No, I think I'm looking into it too deep. Let's just find out. I never thought I would see you again in my lifetime. The man leaning against the corner is clothed in near rags. He grasps a mooncake in his hands, his face awash in crumbs, ignorant of his guest. A smear of light leaks in through the bars of his cell window, painting the criminal's gaunt face in stark relief. The Judicial Review Office is truly kind. Even us prisoners get a mooncake for the Mid-Autumn Festival. It's delicious. Want a bite? No need. I will be having my meals in this prison soon enough. I will have my own to enjoy. Pity. We still have so much to talk about. It's not quite the same without something to munch on, right? The old man lets out a dry laugh, taking a seat across from the shabbily dressed prisoner. For decades you have wanted to ask an old man like me your questions. I suppose today is your lucky day. You should hate me, Mr. Ning. You are one step away from being able to go back home without a heavy heart. One step away from enjoying your twilight years with your family. Just one small step. I really should hate you, when you put it like that. I would like nothing more than to charge at you and tear at your flesh with my teeth. But on second thought, you have given up decades of your life and your position as Deputy Minister at the Judicial Review Office for me, spending the rest of your years within this cell. No matter how you look at it, it should be you who hates me. Huh, you're overthinking it, Mr. Ning. I said it before, but I was never any good at my job, or at being a decent human being, not like Gu Chuan. I'm a glutton, you see, the type that loves sniffing out deep, hidden truths. I tore open shells to get at the flesh and got addicted to the sweet, sweet taste of marrow. I'll do anything for it, even if it leaves my hands bloodied and my teeth shattered. During all these years, you were the biggest, plumpest shell beast on my dining table. How could I ever hate you? Even if I were to hate, it wouldn't be for anything on my side. Your teeth are still in fine shape. I never saw them chip while they were gnawing at my old bones. But you, Cheng, why were you so sure I would have come to see you today? If I had just walked away from all this, all your plots and plans would have gone to waste, no? Because I understand you. I understand you far too well, Mr. Ning. I simply had to gamble that during the years you spent bobbing around the hierarchy of mandarins, you would dirty your hands, but still retain your humanity. You let Gu Chuan live on while he was right under your nose, after all, and raised his daughter to boot. You care about the fate of that child, those two children, rather. You wanted to see those girls live carefree, innocent lives while you yet live. Wait, there was two? How was there two, though? Because there was only one missing when they did the raid on the estate, right? You knew that if you did not relent one day, they would never know peace. And so you came to see me. You had to. You've looked into these matters already. It seems you managed to find out most of what should have been found out. How long did it take you? I only finished deciphering the clues and piecing them all together last year. It shames me to admit as a deputy minister, but my pace was a bit slow. Gu Chuan, on the other hand, he managed to figure it all out years ago. I never considered that. The year he returned to Bai Zhao, you managed to put him under your watch, but you never thought he would copy decades worth of letters from your home. By peering through all those letters between Grand Mandarins and nobles, he, a 9th-ranked ceremonial officer, found every survivor of that murder case. He unraveled the threads and pieced the truth together. Gu Chuan's diligence knew no bounds. I underestimated him. Anything more you wish to say, Mr. Ning? Huh! What is there left to say? What sins must be admitted, I shall admit. I really did send someone to kill the Minister of Justice who presided over the Grand Preceptor's case. But not because he accused me of being the Grand Preceptor's collaborator in treason. Rather, because the Grand Preceptor's treason was a miscarriage of justice all along. Indulge me in my curiosity, Deputy Minister Lin. When did you figure it out? I suspected it was you who set Dingfeng Lo alight. Why? What would I have to do with that incident? Call it a hunch. Though you might not have used your kung fu at the time, a mask was not enough to prevent me from thinking that person's figure and skills were familiar. Very familiar. Afterwards at the Judicial Review Office, you sought me out and managed to cement this particular suspicion in my mind. Come to think of it, you must have been in close contact with Yu Cheng as early as when I was preparing to impeach him. I never considered the possibility you were already cooperating with him at the time. From the scrollery fire to the hanging scroll in the Ning Manor, and then onto the fire at Dingfeng Lo. This recent string of mysteries was you trying to lead me along a trail of clues, wasn't it? That was rather rushed and sloppy now that I look back. And the fire at the Feast of 100 Delicacies. I must regret to inform you that was not my doing, truly. Merely an unexpected turn that happened to align with our goal. Why did you two do all this? Ridiculous as it may sound, this all started with an old case. Not a large one, yet not small either. A case I happened upon by chance after I joined the Department of Discipline and Supervision. The Minister of Justice assassinated by a beggar in the middle of the street. A case I could barely believe, yet one hastily closed without meaningful build-up or a satisfying conclusion. Though the assassin had been executed, his identity, his motive, there were simply too many vague unknowns in the file. As I dug deeper, I noticed that every thread led towards an even bigger case, a case that had snipped all those threads short. The Grand Preceptor's treason. You've investigated that case too. The betrayal of the 3 Grand Ministers, a case large enough to shake the court, and one that implicates countless others. Forget finding the truth, even just mentioning the Grand Preceptor's name at the time was the greatest of taboos. The Grand Preceptor incited the Prince to regicide. This is all the history books had to say on the matter. But nobody knows the truth of what happened the night the old True Lung passed away. Who was it who mobilized the city guard? Who went into the palace? Only later did I realize I was not the only one looking into the case. Was this how you got to know Yu Cheng? Should I rather call it foul beasts of a feather or friendship at first sight? You said the two of you weren't able to follow the trail, so how did you determine the Grand Preceptor was wrongly accused? It wasn't our research that led to this conclusion. The one who brought everything to light was Gu Chuan. Okay. Why? Do you seriously not know why? Of course I do. I just wanted to ask you how this why tasted when you said it aloud. The people cry out, their hearts uneasy. Only those who have experienced the struggles know that Yan's current peace and prosperity were hard-won. It was a very, very long time. The old True Lung was diligent. At the time, Originium Industries were beginning to change the structure of this great land. Even during Yan's turbulent times, he did not allow her to fall behind the other nations of terror. And so it was that a great hero was infected with oropathy in his twilight years. Believing his days were numbered, his many policies began to stray into bias and imbalance. At the time, the prince wished to stop the True Lung, and the Grand Preceptor stood by his side. This supposed support was her urging the prince to seize the throne. The old True Lung died the night the prince entered the palace to admonish him. As for the prince, his whereabouts since that night are unknown. Such a tumultuous event demanded an explanation, which required someone to be charged with everything. Do you think the current True Lung was unaware of all this? Changes in the court naturally lead to unrest among the masses. The purge of traitors. A very fitting slogan. The then young Trulung acted with an iron fist to sweep away many courtiers with evil intent, stabilizing the situation as quickly as possible. This ensured this spell of court intrigue never made it outside the walls of the Forbidden City. For 40 years, I assumed I was the only one aside from the Trulung himself to still remember what transpired. Until 10 or so years after that case ended, that young man stood in front of me once again. I fear you speak of that time too lightly, Mr. Ning. It was not only traders who were swept away. There was also the entirety of the Grand Preceptor's family, 28 in all. They were all sent to prison. Some committed suicide in their cells to prove their innocence. Those who lived were exiled. I tried to find some trace of them, but it was no use. Couldn't find a single one. Except for a child, spirited away during the turmoil, still swaddled in a blanket. I never considered the possibility she still lived, yet never truly believed she had died. It seems you've met her. A few days ago, her appearance is not too similar, but their personality, it's like two peas in a pod. Guchuan never spoke a word about that child's whereabouts during the decade he spent in Baizhou, right up until his death. I'm sure you're now well aware of why he died on the road back to Victoria. Yu Cheng, you old bastard. You used Guchuan's own death to ensure there was no possibility of anyone finding that child, which also gave you an opportunity to investigate me. Oh, wow, okay. So the old man had people following Guchuan while he was trying to get back to Victoria, and then their plan was to finish off their assassination job of the family and kill Blaze. I think that's what they're saying. Also, hello Sava, how's it going? How's it going? At the time, I assumed Guchuan had no success in his exhaustive research into the Grand Preceptor case, which prompted him to leave Baizhou in despair. It was only after many years that I realized it was not the so-called truth that he had sought. He had long since found the answers to those troubles you mentioned earlier. What he hoped I would do was something else entirely. No. Oh, I'm wrong? Okay. I'm wrong, okay. I don't understand. Are you telling me you two knew all along that Blaze was the orphan from that case? Your investigation should have already revealed that Guchuan and Yu Cheng knew each other. After taking the child away, Guchuan kept the secret of her whereabouts to himself for decades. But before he met his untimely end, he confided in the only friend he had, Yu Cheng. After his death, Yu Cheng immediately began to search for her. Okay, so he told Yu Cheng then tried to search for Blaze. Why did it take him so long to find her? I would have thought it would have been pretty easy. However, he was unable to personally act as Deputy Minister at the Judicial Review Office. He entrusted the task of performing discreet inquiries to me, far from the center of court politics so as to not attract attention. By the time I found her in Victoria, she was already infected. I could not take her back to Baizhou right away. Oh, so they actually did find her. Oh. For the sake of protecting her, I had no choice but to place her in the care of a medical organization that treated the infected. So it was you. You were already aligned at the time, I see. But you were also part of this plan from early on, Deputy Minister Lin. What do you mean? How was it you were able to find Blaze's trail? How were you able to come across those files pertaining to her past? Surely you didn't just attribute them to chance. Yu Cheng would not have told you these himself. The risk was too great. There could not be a third person who knew all of this in all of Terra. But he was always searching for a suitable candidate. One with courage, who stood for truth. He has long since been ready to give his life for this cause. I'm happy to dirty my hands doing what must be done in his stead. But it's not enough. We needed someone pure and innocent, one who could use honest means to lay bare the truth. It's nearly time. We still have one last opportunity. Do you still wish to bring the truth out into the light of day, Deputy Minister Lin? He's supposed to kill him to hide Blaze? Kill Gushuan though? Why would he have to kill Gushuan? Gushuan already knew where Blaze was. He was sending back the he was frequently sending back the like little mooncakey things to her. Okay, 24 we can get Blaze out, but I think we're gonna have to drop someone before that. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we caught it. Nice. Perfectly timed. Let's go. Wait. Oh, okay, that didn't get through. I thought something unblockable just got through. Guchan wants to go back and probably tell her about it. Oh, you're right, you know? Yeah. Because he found out he didn't want it to spread, because if it spread, it meant he would have had to go through and kill them all. What the? What is this? Wealth. Spits copper coins to deal heavy damage at long range. Uses only melee attacks when out of coins. Can absorb nearby vapidity or sapidity to regain 1 coin. How long is his range? Okay, it must only be 2. We need to change these ones. Oh my god, it one-shots? Okay, bro. Very cool. Big healing, big healing, big healing. Oh my god, it one-shots the Civilite. That's kind of insane. Oh my god, he killed the... Oh, wow. Okay, he's taking lots of damage now, though. This is good. Huge amounts of damage. Oh. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Damn it, I wanted to sleep the big guy. This guy hurts. Dude, he's one-shotting everything. I might need Texas. I might actually need Texas here. Okay, nice Blaze. Oof. This is rough. Okay, yeah, I think I need to bring Texas to deal with the Ferg. You. Ah, okay, that's annoying. There's another frog coming out too. Alright, I'm just gonna restart it. We need Texas. Get her in the squad! What else? You said something further on as well. Tell her about it, but Yu Cheng didn't want that because he didn't have enough clue now, so he killed him before he could reach back to Victoria. Because he didn't have enough clue now? What do you mean he didn't have enough clue now? Was he trying to clean it up? Was he part of the assassins, or was he trying to help? It doesn't make sense why he would want to kill him, though. It sounds like he was part of the people trying to cover it up. Let's switch out... Let's switch out you for Texas. That should be enough to deal with this. Oh, we got a data sync. Boom. Give me that 600. Oh! Nice. Grab that. And... oh, there's something else? Oh, there's new merch. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. Let's also throw this roll out and see what we get. Maybe a Sui sibling? Nope, it's not. Sag. Sag. Terminal. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That. Switch you out for the Texas. Yes. Alright. Alright, we should be able to deal with the frogs now. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this instead. Who's got my longest range here? Probably you, huh? Yeah, okay. Activate that, which gets me Blaze. Boom. You see this whole thing, he what planned this whole thing because he believes it's have more people involved in this, and yes. Oh, yeah, so the old man sent him to kill him because he didn't want the whole situation to flare up again. He wanted it to just be dealt with. Alright, he'll fling the coin at the clone. Gonna do that too to give them a little bit more armor. Flings the coin, but we don't care. This is actually the perfect counter to this guy. Just keeps flinging them at my clones. And that should kill him. Nice. Put Civilite there to take some of the damage and get some healing out. Perfect. Dealt with. Alright, we've got our dragon almost ready to summon. We're almost ready to special summon our dragon. Oh, the fire. See, I think Blaze does decent amount of damage, and keep in mind this is her second skill as well. This isn't even her third skill yet. How long does it stick around for? Does it stick around literally for as long as her ability? Oh my god, I think it does. Okay, that's kind of crazy. So you can actually pair Blaze up with binders and slowers, and they'll take ungodly amounts of damage, I reckon. Oh well, shit, Blaze is about to die. Rip. Don't do it! Survived it. Perfect. Let's send the dragon out. Kill the frog. I didn't even need Texas really in the end. Rip. This guy's kind of tanky. I didn't expect him to be the tanky one. I thought the frog was going to be the tanky one. Do, 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 do. Oh, really? S2 is her best ability? Oh. That's surprising. It's usually S3s, man. The S3s are usually goated. Okay. Her S3 is more so if you've got you. Oh, if you didn't have you. Oh. I'm curious now. I don't actually know what her S3 is. Yu Cheng, that is the truth behind the Grand Preceptor case you seek. Do you have any further questions? You've spoken at length, yet you've said nothing about your role in these events, Mr. Ning. Why did you send someone to kill the Minister of Justice? Do you not already have the answer, Deputy Minister Yu? Was it not you who accused me years ago of having the Minister murdered to stop him from investigating, and save myself in the chaos? You need not be in such a hurry to discredit yourself. There was one question that perplexed me for a long time. Why did Gu Xuan stay at your house when he returned to Baizhou nearly a decade later? It was not until I saw that girl at your house. What? Does that sentence make sense? Oh, there needs to be like an apostrophe there or something. It was not until I saw that girl at your house did all the puzzle pieces fall into place. He narrowly escaped with his life, yet he still returned to Baizhou, not only to find the truth of what happened, but also to search for the daughter he left behind. It seems he did not tell you much. Yes, most of what follows will be mere speculation. If I'm wrong, feel free to laugh. I heard that after the Grand Preceptor's suicide following accusations of treason, the entire nation was in uproar and Mandarins distanced themselves from her. Yet one Academy student dared to honor her in public. It was thus that he stumbled onto the Grand Preceptor's home as the belongings within were being confiscated. In his hurry, all he could take away was a baby girl, just born into the family. As it so happened, his own daughter was recently born as well. At his wit's end, he tried to flee Baizhou with his wife and the 2 babies. As a scholar with no background, he didn't get far before an Imperial Guard captured him. Oh, wait. So he tried to escape with both of them? So Blaze is his daughter, and Xin Zhao is the family's daughter, the last remaining of the family. Perhaps out of compassion and wanting to keep the Grand Preceptor's bloodline going, the Imperial Guard spared the scholar and the Grand Preceptor's child, instead taking the scholar's daughter. Wait, what? Oh. I do not know what Gu Xuan was thinking at the time, but it was most likely he had no other choice. This child fell into the hands of the Minister of Justice, her bloodline obvious with a modicum of research. But as it turned out, how to handle this child of an outsider was a delicate conundrum indeed. It was around this time that you, Mr. Ning, long dissatisfied with the Minister's extreme methods, decided to take the ultimate risk: assassination. The Grand Preceptor's case implicated many, and it seemed fitting that the blood-stained Minister of Justice met his end through retribution. With the court's turmoil resolved, the True Lung allowed the blood-stained curtain to finally fall in this fashion. The only unresolved question left is that child. Based on how things are now, she was taken into your care. What this entailed is not hard to guess, but as for the why of it, if I recall correctly, Mr. Ning, you enjoyed the tutelage of the Grand Preceptor as well, correct? Oh, Yu Cheng, had you not been absorbed in judicial work or confined to this cell, I shudder to think what that meticulous mind of yours might have accomplished. It's terrifying, truly terrifying. You flatter me. I'm nothing more than a fool compared to Gu Xuan. It is simply because I have met far too many people in my capacity as Deputy Minister of the Judicial Review Office. The more one sees, the more one learns. Now that I think about it, the dish Gu Chuan offered to the true Lung at the Feast of 100 Delicacies wasn't merely an act of suicide. It was him reconciling with the truth. Before he passed, he did not tell me the truth, but he did divulge the whereabouts of the Grand Preceptor's orphan. He must have hoped that once I found the truth for myself, I would also choose reconciliation. Yet I could not. All I could do was use my methods to find the people still left, the ones you care for, and force you to spit out the truth. All things considered, Mr. Ning, you are no villain, perhaps just a coward. Hate me all you want. To see that child once more has always been a wish of mine. I will go and seek an audience with His Majesty. Zinzu have white hair like her father? Yeah. Yeah. So... So he lied. He sent his daughter back with the guard and took Blaze, who is actually part of the family. Oh? I don't understand why he'd want to save that family though over his own daughter. Like, surely you expect when you give the daughter over and pretend that she's part of that family, you expect them to kill her, right? You know everything? I only just found out. I still want to ask you. How are you so calm about all this? It was a suspicion I hid away in my heart for many, many years. One I have finally found proof for. Like a thorn stuck in your palm, it may bleed a bit when you pluck it out, but you feel much better afterward. Why? Why won't you say anything? I don't know how it came to all this. Should I feel sad or angry right now? I don't know. All I know is that my mind's a mess and my heart feels like it's being stabbed. Who the hell am I supposed to set ablaze with this fire crawling up my throat? Well, I have a question for you. Blaze, can you tell me about Gu Xuan? My father. What sort of man was he? He was an idiot, a nerd, and a liar. I hate lies. I've seen too damn many of them. Greedy lies, cowardly lies, sneaky lies. But never one that demanded a lifetime of commitment. One that cost him his own daughter and himself. All to protect someone who had nothing to do with him. How? How could he be so stupid? It reminds me of a story I once read. There once was a guard who watched over a rest station by the river. One day, he saw a flood coming from upstream. He wanted to run upstream and tell the people there to close the sluice gates. But he had only run halfway when he saw the river was rising too quickly. It was too late to close the gates, so he immediately decided to turn and warn the villagers downstream to flee. Back and forth he ran until finally he was consumed and swept away by the flood. He didn't manage to do anything or save anyone. Get to the point already. Would you say this man's deeds sound familiar? Fine, I get it. Well, I don't really get all the details of your windy-ass story, but you're talking shit about him, aren't you? He wasn't a bad guy, okay? He was just... I know you've got good reasons to blame him, but if he was the one who threw you away, why would he spend so much time coming back to look for you? I thought I would be the one consoling you, not the other way around. Blaze, you're infected, right? Wait, when did you figure that out? Man, you're too damn clever by half. Sorry, I didn't mean anything untoward. I was just thinking that it really should have been my fate to be... The hell are you even talking about? What? You think you've done something wrong and deserve a worse fate? Please, my life is awesome. I've got lots of buddies and I found a dream of mine. If anything, you're the one who got it bad. Growing up all by yourself in that big old mansion, alone and miserable. It almost sounds like you're roasting me. I'm not. But I understand. I understand what you mean. Oh, right. I still haven't asked you what your name actually is. Zhu Huang. Gu Zhu Huang. It's the name Dad... he gave me. Wow. I forget how long it's been since I last told someone my real name. Well, that's it. That's the last of my secrets. A blazing candle to ward against the dark. Zhu for a candle, Huang for a blaze, and the family name Gu toward you. It really does sound like a name he would pick. Blaze, would you say I've only really gotten to know you now after all this? I guess so, yeah. Wait, no, I've still got lots to tell you, and I need to bring you to the Victoria to have a look around. My mum, or rather, your birth mother, you should probably go see her. She's still alive? Who said she was dead? She's still hale and hearty. She lives in a small town out in Western Victoria. Once everything's wrapped up here, I'll take you to her. She definitely wants to see you. Alright. Why are you crying? I'm not. But you're the one who's about to break into tears any second now. I'm just happy. I never thought I'd suddenly find myself a little sister after all these years. Who's ever heard of sisters like us? Besides, we don't know yet who's the little one. I've been through a lot today. Can't you let me have this one? And there you were, consoling me. Look, I just wanted to say, from now on, you're not alone anymore, okay? Aww, daughters by occurrence or situation. Nice. Or daughters? Yeah, I guess daughters, technically. Sisters. Sisters is what I was going for. No, the guard went to take his daughter? The guard have to take one of the baby to keep the Grand Receptor bloodline. He tricked Ning to think this is Grand Receptor child, but also Ning, out of pity, decided to raise the child instead. Yeah, but I don't get... That's the part I don't get. Why was he so dedicated to the Grand Receptor's bloodline that he was willing to give up his daughter to potentially die? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you would have thought he would have wanted to keep her and just give up the Grand Receptor's daughter. Man, isn't that lovely? Out of the myriad flavors of this land, the taste of reunion is the sweetest of them all. Really now. Damn it, what am I tearing up for? That's the last of my worries settled. Oh right, that judicial officer at the Forbidden City last night. Lizzie? She was being held up by that Imperial Guard lady when she sent me flying out of the city. What should we do now? This isn't over quite yet. I need to go and finish off what I should have done in the first place. What are you planning to do? Demand an explanation. For everyone's sake. The guard want that, not Guxuan? Yeah. I understand the guard wants to take the kid, right? It's like give up one or all of them be killed situation. Yeah, but why didn't he just give up the not his daughter? Why didn't he give up Blaze? Why did he give up his daughter? That's what I don't get. 100 years it has been. He returns once again to where this game of Waichi started. Oh, now we're back to the Suis? Okay. The board is covered in cobwebs and dust. A single black stone at the center. He extends his hand to brush away the grime. Uh-oh. Where are you off to? I've got a meal to deliver. If you're going, then who's going to mind the restaurant? At this hour, it's past closing time. Gonna open tomorrow? That depends on my mood tomorrow. Hard to say right now. Why do I get the feeling that you want to call it quits? Fine but me, but you still owe me 6 months of wages. Settle that and I'll let you go. Tch, you're so money-minded. How about all those staff meals I cooked for you? They must be worth a few months of debt. Fine, fine. On the right of the stove in the kitchen, the third brick from the corner. The last of my spare cash is under that brick. Take it. I've been with you for quite a few years now. Yep, 15 whole years. You've stuck around the longest out of all your associates, Candleholder. Means we were really fated to be. If I kept reminding myself that I was a candleholder of the Sui regulator, I'm afraid I wouldn't have stayed that long. Oh! Oh! He was basically the watcher of you. Ah! To be honest, it's been years since I reminded myself who I really am too. Not like I was trying to remember or not, mind you. Whether as a man or beast, I found this life full of delightful flavors. Nothing to complain about. Best you keep not remembering. I fear if you do, you'll forget the tastes of man. Your palate will grow dull and numb, and your cooking skills will go to waste. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy with that either. But if there's one thing I never forget, it's that my troublemaking brothers and sisters still need to eat. Not to mention the ones that most troublesome of all. Though considering how long it's been since we last saw each other, it's hard to say what he's like now. You know the consequences of delivering this particular meal today, right? Yeah, more or less. It's obvious, like not keeping cotton by the stove. The Sui regulator's not going to be happy if we have a family reunion. Also, if a fight breaks out at such a delicate moment, you might not be seeing me tomorrow. I've made a lot of food and met a lot of people these past few years. My wish was for every customer who walks through those doors to have a tasty meal and a life with fewer regrets. The 4 flavors of the kitchen, the 4 emotions of the heart. Sorrowful partings and joyful reunions, they're not that much different. But just as fresh fins have their bones and malices have no scent, this land is filled with regrets. Eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired, and when you miss your family, maybe it's as simple as going to them. Are you really willing to let this go? There are a lot of things I don't want to let go of, but I can't hold on to them forever either. Young, mind looking after the shop for me while I'm gone? You've been watching me cook for so long, you must have picked something up by now. If any customers come by, look after them for me, will you? Save as it use, the House of Aftertaste. It ended up being a fitting name. The mortal realm really lingers on the tongue. Oh, it's this badass again. You reckon she'll become playable, this chick? I feel like they've put way too much work into her design. But I also know there's a bunch of characters like this that have like fire designs and aren't playable yet. One day maybe. Maybe we'll see her in Enfield, you never know. Captain, my report. The patrol battalion has dispatched all their men and sweep searches are underway in 8 districts. Still no sign of the target. It's been an entire day. Before day breaks, we must... Heard you were looking for me. Who's there? Is it Lizzie? Or Blaze? No, it'll be Blaze. Yeah. Out of the way. What's this? Here to surrender. Good. You've saved me the effort of searching the entire city for you. I don't care if you want to take me in or for what I did at the feast or who I am. Now's not the time for it. I've got urgent business, so best you move it. Huh. I've never been this pissed off before. If you really want to get in my way, then come and try me. What are you going to do? I'm here to deliver a bowl of longevity noodles to the true lung. I'm pissed and I'm here to deliver food. Blaze. Experiencing the true Uber Eats experience. Probably next year, I hope. I hope. Alright, this is the boss fight. Alright, so we're going to take all top tier units into this because I have a feeling this is going to be hard. It is a Sui boss, I assume. Unless it's her. Unless she's the boss, which would be kind of weird, but... let's have a look. Ooh, it's a central point. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's 2 different points. Okay. This still works, though. I think I get rid of normal Blaze Altar. I don't think she's gonna work. Let's bring W. Let's get rid of Iris. Let's bring in Lapland. I think this is looking pretty good. Silver Ash is the only one that's kind of awkward at the moment. I'm deciding between a Logos or a Meteorite. Actually, we've got some chunky boys. Let's bring Rosa. We do have some chunky boys. The boss is kind of easy. It's probably one of those bosses where they make easy to defeat the first time, but they're unbelievably difficult in the challenge modes then. Oh, is this you in the snow? Oh no, we're going back to when he was trying to get back to Victoria, probably, I assume. Victoria is so close. It's snowing again. They should be wearing their winter garb now. She was like a little stove as a child, aflame with passion in her veins. This snow and wind won't faze her. Why, as our winters are never this cold. She said the first volume should be done when spring comes. That's good. At life's end, I find no worries left to bear. The man takes off his Mandarin garb, folds it carefully and places it down next to the book he used to carry, before bowing 3 times to the east. He walks out of the camp. Oh, a fight! 2 badasses fighting each other. Let's go. Your flames are indeed hotter now. Your arts are greatly burdening your body, infected. Scared of the heat? Huh, it's just my blood. Though I know I'm standing here only because so many others have shed their own. Seems like you already know a lot. Not much at all, but there's just one thing I need to know. Those who had their names erased, those who died dubious deaths, they need an explanation, an answer. To be honest, I didn't think my life would have such a complicated backstory, or that I'd fight for something other than the infected. But now I realize that injustice is the same for everyone, and I will spill my blood to end every injustice I encounter. Burning ablaze with your blood, infected, you resemble the righteous of old. But don't rush to conclusions about justice when a single leaf blocks your view of the entire forest. In any case, I've been ordered to bring you back, and you absolutely cannot be let free. I know. I've met your type before plenty of times. I guess I can't paint you all as bad guys. You've just been trained to shed no blood or tears, so you stop caring about anyone else's. Whatever. I won't argue. You sure can try to stop me, though. You are the enemy, but your courage deserves praise. Careful now. I'll spare your life, but I can't guarantee you won't lose a limb or two. Zongwan Baile Zengfa, cleave. Oh my god. Did she just activate her sword or something? What is that? Oh, Lizzie's here. Let's go. It's you. I know you have a lot of questions, but there's only one pressing matter at hand. You wanted to see the true lung, yes? I'm here to help. Lin? You should be behind bars. Yet I stand here before you now. You've already lost to me once. This time neither of you will escape. Don't worry. I have no plans to fight you alone. Oh. I know I asked to tag along, but this opponent will be hard to handle. An accomplice even. Oh, when she said, remember she said at the start you're gonna need 3 people to fight me? Okay. So you were the one who freed her from prison. I had to employ some crude measures, but I tried my best to avoid harming any innocents. Don't worry about settling the score. I have too many crimes I can't escape from, and this is just one more. When this matter is over, I will surrender myself to the law. But now there is something to be done, and a meeting to be had. A discipline and supervision center colluding with the judicial review officer deputy minister in revolt. Such a preposterous scene is a first for me. If this is preposterous enough, then allow me to inconsequently join the fray as well. Wait, whose side is he on? I trust you've been well, drill master. Taihi? Were you not gravely wounded at Yuman? Yes, my injuries were quite serious. I'm unsure if my skills are even 1/3 as powerful as they used to be, which is why I hope there will be no cause for me to make any moves today. Why would you even participate in this? I have yet to grasp the full picture as to why Deputy Minister Lin has suddenly appeared here, but the two of you are my most respected colleagues, so I can only ask as an old friend that you two leave some space for negotiation. How can you expect me to turn a blind eye when you lot insist on doing such a traitorous act? Loyalty over righteousness. But whoever said you could only choose one from the two? Righteousness. You're familiar with the case and the two individuals involved in it. Stand here before you now. Right or wrong, life or death, the choice is yours. But Shifu, this matter came to be from complicated causes. How can what is good or evil be determined so easily? The blade is in your hand. Make your choice. Shifu, you hesitate still. Shifu, if righteousness can only be upheld with the edge of my blade, then what sets it apart from violence? I don't understand. Stop dallying and go inside. Don't even think about... A signal to lower the Forbidden City's defenses? Could it be His Imperial Majesty? You can see the Forbidden City from here. It was still spring when I last set foot in this tower. They're too busy making slop altars right now, like Hoshi altar. I did see that. I saw that leak. It's for the summer festival though, right? If it's for a summer fest, that's kind of like, sure, whatever. I mean, we got Gavi altar that way as well. It's kind of like, sure. I'm okay with that. Well, actually, what I'm not okay with though, which I think is kind of lazy on their behalf, is that she's a defender. I think that's a little disappointing. How come Hoshi can't be like, I don't know, a guard? Hell, make her cast shit. Give her a bow and arrow or something. The The chill has come and the wind atop the city walls is strong. Do take care of yourself, Grand Tutor. I imagine only a few from the court have seen Bai Zhao from this angle. Even from great heights where the view stretches far, one's sight will sometimes be obscured by clouds. All the more reason that one should see and think before one acts. Do you know why I asked you to become advisor of Yuuuuuuuuuuuuuu? My thoughts were that you wanted me to broaden my horizons and see the big picture. An opportunity, but also a test. A test for what exactly? To see if I am worthy. So you know why I've summoned you here today? Yes, Grand Tutor. You are disappointed in me. An excuse or a genuine emotion? I understand what I did during the Feast of 100 Delicacies was a terrible idea, but there was no other way. Suspending the feast will prevent the Grand Commandant from acting in drastic haste, and also allow the True Lung an opportunity. Since your involvement in this slew of disputes, thrice have you been forced to make a choice, and each time you cast the riskiest die. You placed your friends and even yourself onto the chessboard. Have you ever once felt hesitation? I dare not claim it, never crossed my mind, but I have always considered the choice most beneficial for all. A capable plotter. But the same cannot be said for your decision-making. My plan was to select a young talent, ambitious but not greedy, resourceful but selfless, and give them many chances to hone themselves. If the chance arose, I would entrust them with significant responsibilities. I thought you were a suitable candidate, but it often does not end well when a chess player uses himself as a piece on the board. You remind me of a colleague who is no longer with us. I am humbled. Liang Zun, given another chance, would you willingly leave Shangshu? When I started my studies, I was determined to apply my life's learning to the benefit of the people, regardless of whatever position I had gotten from mere chance. My original ambition remains, and I hold no regrets over the choices I made. The incident at the Feast of 100 Delicacies cannot go unpunished. I will submit myself to the law. The Sky Mirror Pavilion's archive is lacking a transcriber. You will begin your duties there tomorrow morning. You have my gratitude, Grand Tutor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? The time has come. The clouds concentrate, completely obscuring the moonlight. Have you met this one before? Never. Who exactly is the opponent who seeks... Hold on. Who exactly is the opponent he seeks on this Waichi board? There are times when one seeks not an opponent to win against on the board, but a solution. A solution beneficial to both parties amid countless changes to the situation. There is something I wish to consult you on. What made you set up that exam in the first place? Oh, you're right. They've never had an event in Higashi, right? Oh. Yeah, I didn't realize we've never been there. I don't even know where Higashi is on the map. I assume it's like between Lungmen and between this place. Or this kingdom, I guess, because it's not just this place, right? It's like a massive kingdom. Shop's not closed yet, is it? You've come at the right time. I'll close right after I'm done with your order. It's late, so we don't have much left, but what would you like? Anything to fill up my stomach on the road will do. We happen to have a half steamer of meat buns here from the morning. You can have it for free. Oh my god, free meat buns? Delicious. I'll take all of it. Won't you be making a loss like this? I only know how to cook, not so good at the business stuff. Why not earn a name and riches with skills like yours? What for? Both nobles and peasants eat the same 3 meals a day. I might as well make more buns than money or fame. If you don't mind another question, how much does a meal normally cost here? Not much at all. The usual soup and 2 dishes just cost a few coins. Anyone who works here in Baizhou can eat their fill here. I see you have a kind heart and compassion for others. Ah, stop that. I'm just a chef who serves about 100 customers a day at most. I can only count on you to feed and clothe everyone else in this realm. A free meal and a lesson to boot. Lucky me. Huh. I just hope you don't get mad at me. I just like aimlessly chatting with customers about everything under the sun. Your restaurant has been here a long time, if I'm not wrong. How are your finances? Now that's a headache. You see, this little store of mine can barely make even. It's all thanks to the abundant crops from Daohong and the fast deliveries from the Chidao that I can't keep my store running. That I can keep my store running. Otherwise, I'd have to raise the prices. Are you sure you're not trying to give credit to your siblings? Huh, but it doesn't stop here. My customers all live nearby. Some don't have enough coins, so they make up for it by sending me a few boxes of fresh fruit, or helping me repair the furniture. Without their care, this restaurant wouldn't be running today. So you see, it's hard to balance a book like this. But this is how you do business, right? Who says one side has to profit all the time? You give and you take. It's mutual prosperity that brings wealth and keeps the business thriving. Your meat buns are ready and all packed, Grand Tutor. But why don't you try one now? Not bad at all. A word of advice. Don't take any more lessons from your businessman brother. Higashi, it's on the top of Yan, near Ursus. Wait, it's near Ursus? Oh. Wait, isn't Ursus south? Isn't it like Lungmen here and Ursus down here? I thought that's how it was. And then Yan was above Lungmen. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe I've got the map completely wrong. Were you able to get a meal, sir? Yes. I heard the buns from this place are the best in Baizhou. Try one yourself. Wow. It's delicious. Alright. I'm ready to get back on the road. Where to? Shangshu. Why do I feel like this is going to be a really pretty scene? Unless it's just clouds. How do I get there again? The 7 streets and 5 lanes in the east of the city. I remember having to pass a dye workshop and a kiln first. My head hurts. It's been so many years. I wonder what changes. Oh, this calligraphy and painting store is still here. Surely their store sign can nearly be considered a historical relic. I could come back again for a stroll. Who knows, I might just find it. On second thought, I probably couldn't if I tried. Phew, almost there. This ancient temple hasn't changed at all. No one's been here in years, but it hasn't been torn down either. Just who is feeling nostalgic for it? The lock's already open. Oh, you're back. What this? Who this? I actually don't know who was talking there. Longevity noodles, let's go. Alright, what do we got? Oh, Nagaiwa. Okay, they're immediately going to there. Gluttony. Abomination born from the heart of the Sui proxy, awakened from dream, devouring disappointment. There is taste in reunion as there is in remembrance. There is taste in joy as there is in sorrow, damn. There is taste in pride as there is in regret. Oh, he's got a shield. Typical Sui boss and having a shield. Okay, bro. Yeah, I think I do this. He might kill this. Or not. Let's get started on that shield. What did he just do? Eh? Get down. Who was our second tank? Did we forget to bring a second tank? Oh no, we brought Blaze, that's right. Where are they trying to get to? Wait, where are these trying to get to? Owie. Keep the heals going, keep the heals going. We're fine, we're fine. How long does this thing last? Surely it expires. There we go. Oh, I put her in the worst spot. Now I don't get the 3 copies. Unfortunate. Do this. Okay, so he's laid down a field. That's fine. It's just hitting the clones. Easy. Go, Lapland. Get this fool. Get this fool. Oh, they're like continuously getting turned back. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Boom. Oh, he summoned a Durgan. Owie. A little bit of owie. Oh, damn, we even got guitar solos? We got everything going on right now. Alright, he's about to phase, right? I'm gonna hold off on the Wizardell. I think he's gonna phase. Yeah, he'll phase. I could even send the dragon at him, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Here we go. Big phase, big phase. Ink, 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 ink. Okay, he's got a little while to gen up here. Oh, Ascalon went down. Unfortunate. Alright, he's almost back. He's almost back. He's back, but untargetable, I think. He's gonna get out of Wizardell's range, I think. Oh. We can break that shield, right? Pretty sure we can break that shield. Ha 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 ha. We should get him in the Dusk ult here as well. He's actually taking a fair bit of damage right now. What the hell is this? Eh? What are these things? They have like no health. Are they sharing a health bar? Is that what's going on here? Oh, is he eating them? Oh, and he spawned another Durgan. Oh, so they go to him and he spawns the dragon. I see. Shield only break if you active the dragon. Ah. Screw it, let's do it. Dragon, go. Take him out. Take him out. Let Dusk do her full damage. Boom. Zip, zip, zip. Okay, well, Dusk got one ult. Oh, These guys are dead. Rip. She might be able to keep herself alive, maybe? Nah, she's dead. Alright, this dragon's done though. This dragon's so done. Ow! Mean. Oh god, another dragon. We survived the dragons though pretty well. I'm actually surprised we survived the dragons. Oh, rip. Does he actually get binded? Oh, I think he does. Boom. Go, wolves, go! All the damage. We've almost got another dragon too. This guy's done. Absolutely done. Boom. Easy. Okay, that boss was kind of easy. The extreme version dragon probably nuke the whole team. Oh yeah, once he spawns that dragon, it's going to take out the entire team. I guarantee it. Like, there's no way my team survives that. So you're going to need a lot of redeployment ability. Or you need a lot of people you can drop to stop the flood of the dragon generator things, whatever they are. Oh, no, because you can't. Because if you drop them and you get them to change, they're going to run into him anyway, and he'll deal damage to them, turning them back. I think you could still manage it. Why should anyone be born destined to bear all this? I remember when Father was alive. He often stood atop the palace tower, my brother beside him. Father often said this. Water can carry a boat, but also sink it. Likewise, this great height where we stand can also be the start of a plunge into the abyss. He used to watch the city before him for long periods of time. Or perhaps it was the vast territory in the distance. He watched both what he could and could not see. Before my eyes the city flourished, while his body gradually bent into an arc, and his hair turned white as snow. And I knew he was old. Then I began hearing all sorts of voices. The true Lung is an authoritarian dictator who has imposed many harsh policies. Great Yarn will be in trouble if this continues for long. Your Highness, please put your country first. Put your country first and admonish the true Lung. Abolish his harmful policies and bring a new start to this realm. The people are uneasy. I should do something. True damage ignores his shield, by the way. Oh, that's why Cao Shi was so OP against him. I see. Who else does? So you could Cao Shi monster him and also put Amiya down to just go sicko mode. And he'd probably get pretty low on health right there. The only concern you've got is Amiya doesn't have much range. So if he puts down that square, Amiya's pretty much guaranteed to die. Actually, I wonder what damage typing that square is. It might be magic, so you could just put Nightingale behind Amiya. Or even bait out the square with Nightingale's little thing. I don't know what it is. I should do something. But what should I do? Who can I trust? I thought of someone. A person who was rumored to have fathomed every plan possible. That ancient temple had long been deserted, but I tried everything I could and located a black stone. Oh, so this is back in history? So the prince went to one of the Suis to ask them what to do about the situation. Hodora solos it? Wait, Hodora does true damage? I didn't know that. Oh. I have Hodora. Maybe I should level him up. What do you want? A solution for Yan and my elder brother. And why should I help you? Help me now, and in time I will spare your life. How amusing. You are bold, young lung. A solution is not difficult, but it comes with a price. Are you willing to pay that price? With the Grand Preceptor's help, Brother ended up entering the Forbidden City with Chi Xiao in hand. The 6 armies conceded. No one dared stop him. No one knows what exactly happened inside the Forbidden City then. Father died. Brother vanished. Why? Am I to be alone now? What is the meaning of this bowl of noodles? I made some longevity noodles just for you. Aren't you going to try it? Why? Because today's your birthday, right? A little squirt told me the True Lung's birthday is a day after the Mid-Autumn Festival, but he celebrates his birthday together with the festival out of humility. I know a little something about hiding your birthday myself. I just thought it was so sad for a man of such high status to not get to decide when to celebrate his own birthday. I know you. Making your way here despite the odds, the risks, and even the possibility of losing your life. You must have something to say to me. Of course. To think that my life is so closely connected to someone I haven't even met before, that feeling is just so surreal. So I had to come and meet you. I was planning to offer this to you yesterday during the feast, but a whole bunch of things messed up my plan. Now's a good time as any, though. I know it's Yanni's custom to discuss important matters over a meal, so dig in. When you're done, I have a load of questions to ask, and I want answers. There's so much dust on the table, I almost ate some by accident. You. It's me. What's with the attitude? Not happy to see me? I didn't think you would be the last one to get in my way. Get in your way? What for? I've got better things to do. I just want my worrisome brother who hasn't been home in a long time to have a proper meal. After a century, the first thing you do is return to this rundown temple. Do you feel like you haven't been locked up enough here? Or do you actually like it here? I started this round of Wai Chi here, and likewise I will end it in this temple. Alright, but first clear up the table. There's no space for a bowl. Why? To eat, of course. What else? You know what I'm planning to do. Whatever it is, you shouldn't do it on an empty stomach. It should have been a quiet night. The faint rustling of armor echoes from afar, evoking the image of cold blades glinting silver under the moon. The crisp cries of startled foul beast only deepen the temple's solitude. Those outside remain still, awaiting orders and waiting for the one inside to come up with an answer. What a show you've put on. So many people for just one meal. Moons on the 15th are fullest on the 16th, as they say. So we can still have a reunion dinner today, even if we missed our chance yesterday. There's no need to rush, so why not finish this meal before you go, Wang, my second eldest brother? Is your Imperial Majesty surprised to see a woman who shouldn't exist? No. I looked for you for a long, long time. I just didn't think you'd be taken so far away, hidden so deep. I only found out yesterday that I'm still alive because of a heavy price that someone paid for me. I'm afraid the story will be hard to imagine for your Imperial Majesty. But you know, I made it here without much trouble. Must have been your doing. So, you probably have something to tell me too, right? Your very appearance here is itself the answer I seek. I know you have many questions. Ask them. Whatever your questions, I shall permit them. That's so. I thought my mere presence would have angered you. To be honest, you're quite different from what I expected. I thought the true Lung would be like the rumor said, imposing, indifferent, impersonal. How rude. You know well to whom you speak at this very moment. To be honest, not really. I mean, 2 weeks ago you were still just someone from the stories. When I was little, my dad told me lots of Yanni's stories, historical classes, myths and legends. But no matter what, he always spoke of a wise and strong emperor. An emperor who toiled for his people. He had to make major decisions for a whole nation. Every decree issued was in the name of absolute justice. Great Yan thrived under his governance. Sometimes I'd ask him, why not go back if you liked it so much? I was curious what this Yan he always talked about was actually like. After all that curiosity, I got to tour around Baizhou these past few days. I saw a flourishing nomadic city, where most work and live in peace and contentment. So I figured his stories were true, and you're probably a good ruler. Your father. You probably don't remember him. He was just a nameless nobody to you. My guess is even the dish that offended you a decade ago isn't even worth remembering. He wasn't actually my real father, even. Just acted out of his so-called morals and saved a baby he thought was innocent. So I think he was probably a good man too. Yu Chuang. I remember. I remember it all. Actually, my dad talked about another Yannis too. Someone who was a teacher to many. He said that he devoted himself to the country to better everyone's lives, giving many scholars from humble backgrounds like him a chance to study. After I arrived in Baizhou, I heard a lot of stories and found out she wasn't someone from a fairy tale. Yan did indeed have someone like her. I found out she was actually my relative. Your Imperial Majesty, could you tell me her story? She was one of the 3 Grand Ministers. Admired by all, stern and unyielding, a timeless role model, the Grand Preceptor. She was the wisest and most learned erudite in Yan. Most imperial decrees issued in the court at the time were based on her judgments. She was a teacher to many, including me. A teacher to many. My dad said that, although he was only her student for a few days, he was fortunate to have benefited from her wise words and remains forever in debt to them. It's an ancient Yanese saying. I can't recall it exactly, but it basically means everyone has their own standards of right and wrong, so there's no universal definition. Despite this, people should still follow what's right in their hearts. In worldly turmoil we tread, in our own conscience we trust. I remember it. She said it to me as well. Which brings me to my next question. As your teacher, what did she teach you? How to conduct myself as a person, as a minister, as a ruler. Sounds complicated. What are the difference between the 3? As a person, to exercise decency and virtue, and keep the house in order. As a minister, demonstrate utmost loyalty and concern to the nation and people. As a ruler, always put the people before yourself and strive to govern wisely. Make decisions for the sake of the realm. My words weigh heavy and can never be rescinded. Can I understand that as you have all the power in your position, but you lose the right to admit any mistakes. True Lung of Yan, I want to ask you this. How did such a good person turn into a scheming traitor in everyone's eyes? Do you think she was falsely accused? No. No, this is wrong. Was she falsely accused? It was not the answer, but a solution. Sacrifice the life of one so that the entire nation can be stabilized and its people pacified. True Lung, how do the noodles taste? Why? I hear it's hard to get even good food down when you're feeling bad over something. Do you have regrets? I heard you were here. The Grand Tutor. I have an urgent matter to report. Zwale. I just consolidated the survey data from the Farron motologist, who has just returned from outside Yan. In the northeast, north, and west of Yan, a total of 5 Farronmets have shown signs of awakening. Currently, this behavior cannot be explained by pure coincidence, although it is currently unknown how this relates to the convict's plot. If we start a war against the bestial Sui now, I fear the situation may spiral out of control. You don't seem surprised at all. Was this within your calculations as well? He has been scheming for a century. This is but one of his plots. After all that he has done, it cannot be mere mutual destruction he seeks. But he's in Baizhou right now, only one step away from the tomb of Sui, if he adamantly presses on. If he does, then Yan will not hesitate either. Was the capital like this also 120 years ago? The convict had sneaked into the tomb of Sui in a futile attempt to eliminate it by himself. This resulted in the death of a proxy, and the bestial Sui began to stir. I looked through the Sui regulator archives, but I never managed to figure out how he entered the mausoleum in the first place. Just who helped him enter the tomb of Sui? In before it was him, the old man. Why haven't you touched your chopsticks? Don't feel like eating? A worthless move, a waste of time. I know you're in a hurry, but I'm sure you can squeeze a meal in at least. Sheesh. I didn't even complain about the time it took to make all these. Do you know how long I spent preparing this pot of soup? Tell me. If we start counting from the moment you left, about a century. Even longer if I include the time I spent sourcing ingredients and figuring out what to cook. Have you found the flavor you were searching for, after all this time spent in preparation? No, I haven't. How could it be that easy? But I came to understand something. There is no perfect dish in this realm. No matter how long I let this pot of soup stew, there's no way I could include every single flavor there is in it. And it's just one dish. Even a banquet spread of myriad delicacies will leave some unsatisfied. But so what? People will always think about what to eat for their next meal. Saving what they didn't get for next time is what gives life hope, what keeps life going. I remember a phrase Ji, my third eldest sister, taught me. What is truly complete becomes incomplete. That should be the shorter version of what I just said, right? Ji died, didn't she? I'm pretty sure she's one of the Suis that died. Water fills, then spills. Moons wax, then wane. Wang, do you still remember what Ji meant when she gave you your true name in one lone word? You came here to convince me. With all I've said, and I'm not also convincing myself. When I walked out of that tomb, I couldn't tell the difference between how a human should live compared to a beast. I watched the people around me, both nobles and peasants alike. No matter the time or age, the people in this realm are mostly unhappy, miserable. Yet this land is flooded with suffering. Mortality is inevitable, meetings are fickle, Requests go unfulfilled and love will leave one day. What happiness and joy there is seems so minuscule in comparison. Humans seek happiness and satisfaction, but they are no gods from the legends with their remarkable powers. Most times they find themselves helpless, powerless. My curiosity continued. What's the point of living when there's so much hardship everywhere? Only after a long time did I come to discover there's no happiness without sadness. How can one feel the joy of birth without knowing the grief of death? How could one rejoice over a meeting without experiencing the reluctance of separation? I finally realized every taste in this realm begins from the flavor known as regret. The man silently picks up the pair of chopsticks and slowly uses them to put food into his mouth. Warmth spreads from the tip of his tongue to the rest of his body, and he cannot help but feel a little moved. Wang, do you still remember? You had just returned from the northern border with your troops. I heard you just were back fresh from a fierce battle. I'd just opened my restaurant in Baizhou then. Ji was also in town for some errands, so the three of us enjoyed a rare dinner together. I still remember. Ji made an exception and drank several cups of wine. She imitated our elder sister's drunken posture, writing poems on the wall. I never saw you so happy before. It wasn't until midnight that the dinner ended. I was so tired I fell asleep at the table. The next day I awoke in bed, and the two of you were nowhere to be seen. I was happy. It was the first time you had a meal with us, but I didn't think it would also be the last. After that, we never met up again. Neither you nor Ji. What exactly do you mean to say? Oh my god, look at them all. Why is Dusk cringing here? What's going on? Oh, is it because Neon's adding all the chilies? Ha, okay. Here's working on wares, it looks like. Oh no, that's Noodles, isn't it? Noodles on the drying rack or something? That's Shu. Where's Ji then? I don't see Ji in this picture. Because this is the merchant guy. I forget his name. I don't think it's Ji, and Ji's a woman as well, so... At first, I didn't understand why humans insisted on having meals together. Afterward, I slowly realized. A will to eat well also means a will to live well. People who eat together can help each other and live on together. It's hard, but I've always been hoping to eat together as a family again. I've imagined many times of how my big brothers and sisters would come to Baozai one day. Okay, so that's Wang, that's Chongyu, and that's Ling. I wonder if we'll see Ji here. Ji, didn't she die already? Yeah, she did, but Yu was saying Ji rocked up to one of his dinners with Wang. Maybe Nian and Dusk would squabble on one side of the table. Shu would bring back some fresh greens, while Ji would show off some mysterious treasures he'd gotten from who knows where. Oh, okay, this is probably why I'm confused between Ji and Jai, I guess. Because Ji is the merchant guy and Jie is the girl. Maybe you're sitting together with our eldest brother and sister, talking about the view from a frontier fortress I've never seen, and the strange stories that happened over there. I know our eldest brother is busy with official duties, and our eldest sister seems so freewheeling, but they're always thinking about their younger siblings, same as you. Isn't Ling literally just drunk? Isn't she just on the top of the mountain drinking all the time? I remember all your favorite flavors. I racked my brain thinking about what dishes to make for our feast. Even if I knew deep down the day might just never come. But I still keep on hoping, because this is what keeps me from feeling hollow inside. It's what keeps my life going. Aww, he just wants to have a dinner with his family again. You know well it's an impossibility. Oh yeah, they won't let them meet, like they won't let them come together, will they? The regulators. Harboring these unrealistic ideals will only increase your burden. I know, but deep inside I just can't stop thinking about it. It's just human nature to do that. To be honest, I miss she pretty deeply too. When she vanished, I spent every day thinking about her. I'd think about her when I woke up, when I prepared meals. I'd remember how she taught me to read and write, and how she'd taste my cooking, and every time I'd cry. That was when I learned how eternal separation tastes to humans. Of course, I know you feel the same. So the regret and pain inside you, I can sympathize too. Sympathize? How exactly do you plan on sympathizing with what I've gone through? You forget we are all I. I know you hate how the Sui regulator watched Ji die. You hate our eldest brother because he stopped you from taking revenge. You even hated Ji, resented her for paying the price on your behalf. But the one you hate most is yourself. I know you, Wang. You're off to do something you have to do, and there's no way I can convince you to give it up. I just want to say, you don't need to go in there ready to die. I can't bear to lose any of you. Ji gave you a what? A brocade? Ji gave you a brocade. Shu gave you seeds. The only thing I can give you is this bowl of soup. What is this? It's a power I've never used before. I combined it with everything I've seen and experienced over 100 years outside the tomb to make this bowl of soup. Just take it as a helping from you to you. Wang, my brother, I really want you to come back safe. The haggard-looking man is silent for a long time. He raises his hand as if wanting to wipe the tears off the young man's face, but ultimately, his arms drops back down feebly. I didn't want you to get involved in this, you especially. You've forgotten who you are, forgotten the difference between man and beast, and even forgotten the answer you sought, which is fine. You could have just lived on as you were. So why? Why did you remember and come here? It's fine if I forget who I am, but I can never forget the flavors deep inside, the feelings for the people I care about. You've all dwelled in the mortal realm for too long and resemble humans too much. But in the end, it is a mere resemble. I will help all of you. I will help all of you smash these fetters open. I will help all of you find a place on this land. I will help all of you become human. Brother? The man puts down his chopsticks and bowl. He stands up and walks outside. Damn, even all those flashbacks when we still didn't get to see Ji. Sad. Sad. It was only later that I realized that the price he spoke of truly meant. It was a consequence I had never imagined before, even though my elder brother with the Grand Preceptor had long foreseen this outcome. Or perhaps it was a way out. Riding a guilty Grand Preceptor or ridding a guilty Grand Preceptor and leaving a legitimate and innocent prince to succeed to the throne was the best result Yan could have, and also the choice they expected me to make. Which I did. But for what? Is this the only way? Through a path paved with lies? Is this fear? Am I afraid of making a misstep and stirring unrest in the state? afraid that history will inscribe my name with infamy for eternity. Is this resentment? Do I resent her for causing me to lose all that I had? Resent him for not staying behind to face all of this together? Or do I resent myself for not doing more? Why am I feeling like this? How long have I not tasted such flavors? Is this regret? You know, well, it was a critical time. The true Lung had just died from an unknown cause. The court was in panic and the powerful foes were waiting just outside. If the situation hadn't been stabilized in time, the bloodshed would have been more than 1,000-fold greater. No, you don't understand. How could you? It's true, I don't. All these considerations you've mentioned are leagues away from me. I couldn't even begin to imagine what it feels like being responsible for the fate of so many people. The most noble sacrifice I've seen was just a few idiots who shed all their blood on the battlefield for their ideals. But your Imperial Majesty, you definitely know it's a lie, convincing the masses with this explanation. A lie that happened just because the people would not allow the true Lung to make a mistake. The Yan under your rule has so much land, so vast it can accommodate 100 nomadic cities, millions of people. So why couldn't it hold one more kind-hearted person? Don't you feel any remorse for her? What choice should I make? What choices did I even have? How do I explain these principles to the one before me? No. Why should I even tell her? Why did I meet her? What did I want to hear from her? Well, I get it. It's not a choice you'd make alone when considering the so-called big picture. Truth is not always power when public opinion can triumph. Everyone sees and believes in different things. The so-called truth only holds true to whoever claims it first. My dad spent his whole life trying to find out the truth, but he chose to accept this. It's not because he forgave you. He just agreed with the result you and that Grand Preceptor wanted to achieve together. The occupant of the Dragon Throne puts down his chopsticks, and a light, faint sigh echoes throughout the Great Hall. Hey Fergie, what's up? What's up, what's up? How do you want me to compensate for this? Compensate? No, that's impossible. I know, to you and Yan, the reputation of one or more of the fates of a few are not even worth mentioning. But for those unfortunate souls swept away by your grand plan, their suffering can't be undone. Then, how do you want? Yeah, well, I was thinking about it before I came here. What kind of outcome do I even want? An apology from you, to clear their names. But is that enough comfort to those who are gone? Does it mean anything to those left behind? I even considered the worst outcome of our meeting. A ball of flames ignites and extinguishes within Blazer's palm, illuminating the palace for just a moment. I just want you to promise me one thing. Don't forget them. I said before there is no need to wait on me here. Your Imperial Majesty's safety is paramount, so I beg your pardon for our defiance against your rule. The trader's descendant wantonly barged into the Forbidden City. It was a merciful act to grant her an audience. Shall we charge her on grounds of deceiving, Your Majesty? No. News from the Sui regulator. The convict has returned to the ancient temple. Both Tianqi's and Imperial guardsmen are already in position. Yuuuuuuuuuuuuuu is also ready for battle. Shall we give the order to slay him at once? Pass on my decree. Wait, they're going to war? Is this actually happening? Uh-oh. Lizzie! You... Good to see you alive. What happened to you? Your face is all black and blue. You got your ass whooped? You want to talk? I can feel your hand trembling. Are you scared? Yeah, I'm scared. That's the true Lung after all, the king, the boss of the whole country. Just one word from him and many heads will roll. I'm not scared of dying. I've been on the battlefield after all. I've been in shit more dire than this. I'm just scared that my meeting with the true Lung would be fruitless, wasting the opportunity everyone fought so hard for. You idiot. Then tell me quick, what did you talk about with the true Lung? I asked him for an explanation for my dad, my younger sister, the relative I never met. I couldn't see his face clearly, but I'm sure he felt... What's wrong? Is this ash? Oh no, it is actually snow. It's snowing. The two are in such a hurry they only notice now the surrounding air has gradually gotten colder. The energy poles scattered throughout the city gradually power down. It's mid-autumn, but the temperature plummets as if it's winter. In contrast to the dimming city lights, the twin moons shine ever brighter. Snow starts to fall. Imperial Guard, playable one. Yeah, when do I get my chunky guardsman, man? Time's almost up. We should go, Deputy Minister Yu. Put it on me. But, Deputy Minister Yu, we are all aware of the man you are, so why not? All criminals should walk with a I don't know what this is. With a kangyu and chains. Even suspects should be clapped in irons. And this is how you conduct yourself as a warden. Put it on me. As you say. Forgive my dereliction of duty. Go slow. Let us savor this moonlight. A snowflake floats through a window, landing on the prisoner's face. What the? Weather like this in the middle of autumn? And we even have snowflakes. Gu Chuan, I've done what I promised you, brother. Ningyin is back in the study. She takes out pen and paper along with an incomplete history book manuscript. The story of the past, the hidden names, she knows them now and should be able to finish the final chapter. Yet she hesitates, her pen still. A gust of wind flings the window open and shuts the book. A single snowflake lands on her draft, making the first stroke. What? It's snowing. Blaze. It's an omen, baby. Oh, it's an omen. Is your shopkeeper not here? He's really not here this time. It's fine. I guess I'm bound to never meet him. I vowed to show everyone a feast at the 100 delicacies never before seen, but it turned out to be a joke in the end. I'm a joke myself as well. I'm ready to let go, be it Ding Fen Lo or my culinary skills. Chef Mo, he told me to give this to you when you showed up looking for him. He knew I would come. Jiang brings out an empty bowl where a wooden plate lies within. Carved on it in firm, strong strokes are 4 Yanese characters. Tian Xia Di Yi, first under heaven. I was told this title weighs heavy, but it cannot feed the hungry. He also said that while culinary skills can be compared, hunger treats kings and paupers alike. And that it didn't matter if there would be futile or future top chefs, or just common cooks among those people on the snowy night. He would have made that pot of noodles for them anyway. The old man is struck dumb, and then immediately bursts into hearty laughter. Snow buffets his face. He has not felt this awake or elated for a long time. Whoa. Heed the True Lung's decree. Mobilize 7/10 of the city's energy to open the tomb of Sui. Wait, he's opening it for him? Oh. Yes. The Ferenmuts are also the citizens of Yan, no different than humans. And if my citizen has an injustice to appeal, I will grant him permission. Should he succeed, he would render Yan a meritorious service by ridding this 1,000-year concern once and for all. If he fails and the bestial Sui awakens, then he shall have the full might of Yan behind him. Together we shall slay the beast until the threat is no more. Your Imperial Majesty, do you intend to pardon the convict? Yes. There are many more I should pardon. I pardon the convict Ferenmut Wang for the crimes of manipulating the court and deceiving the Emperor. I pardon the Grand Preceptor for the crimes of false counsel, self-deprecation and treason. I pardon the deposed Imperial heir Yan Wu for the crimes of dereliction of duty, abandoning his brother, and failing to uphold righteousness. Oh, so Yan Wu is this guy's brother? So he left after the whole incident. Right. As for myself, failing to discern right from wrong, bringing injustice upon the good, failing to prevent war, leading to the deaths of many. Crimes so heinous a pardon is impossible. Though unworthy of the throne I occupy, I must do what I can. I will ensure Yan's fate belongs solely to its people. I will settle my debt to this nation in full. Damn, he even talks like his brother now that I'm noticing that. Yan Wu, aka Wei Yan Wu. Yeah. He even talks the same, right? He also has the same kind of self-sacrificial way of doing things or saying things. And when that day comes, I will await judgment for my crimes. Yan Wu, it will be time for you to return. Wait. Is he saying that he's going to step down and Yan Wu is going to step into his position? I feel like Yan Wu's might be too old for that though, right? The night sky remains clear. Only a few thin clouds float above. The twin moons unobstructed. The wind delivers a chill at a perfect temperature. Passers-by stop in their tracks to watch the inexplicable sight. So much snow. What? What's going on here? Bai Zhao's energy poles are reducing their power. It seems the energy is being redirected elsewhere. The city has not seen snow for many years. I see. Blaze recalls when she entered the city. Her eyes were drawn to these innumerable energy poles that seemed to never dim. She remembers what Xin Zhu had told her. Bai Zhao's magnificent founding history. This city, this vast nation, history and time. They have never stopped for anyone. Until now. Lin, doesn't snow that falls out of season carry special meaning in Yanni's stories? What are you trying to apply? The truth is now revealed with white. Heaven sends snow to finally right a long-standing injustice. The typical snow and summer story. Maybe, or something else. Those who are gone, what they leave behind will eventually disappear, just like the snow here. I know. I hope this snow will last a while longer. Fully armed armored soldiers line up both sides of the path, spanning across the entire city. The man drags himself through a long, black corridor. With every step he takes, he feels that ancient, enormous existence responding to his visitation. An angry roar, a hoarse howl. Wait, isn't... Dude, this is crazy to me. This is like the final... This is the final part of this story, and he's going down into the crypt, essentially. I mean, I get the feeling he's gonna screw up. He's not gonna be able to kill the Sui, the bestial Sui. And then all these other Sui siblings are gonna have to come together and defeat the bestial Sui. It's gonna like break out or something. It's a cliffhanger, by the way. Oh yeah, it has to be, right? 100% it has to be. Who? Oh, my head. This doesn't feel like the usual hangover from the Husong wine I had last night. Alas, I see. It awakens from its farcical dream. An inevitability. Fine, let's go have a look after this cup. Let's see what scenes await at the end of this millennium-long dream. The poet looks into the distance. Clouds screen the sun, the realm obscured. Oh, I forgot these guys were working on like some weird shit here. I can't even remember what they were working on in here. Who was it? Professional work should be left to actual pros. Who the heck messed with my adjustments? Zip it. I've been here the entire time and no one's come. I sneak out for just 2 rounds of mahjong with the non-J Tianchis next door. How did this heart get hypertension again? Do you still not get it? I'm afraid they've arrived. Arrived? Would those old fellows at Baizhou let him go in that easily? Did you forget? A century ago he walked into the tomb the exact same way. Afterward, Ji vanished, and we still don't know what even happened. This time? Dusk. You scared? Yes, I am. This is it. Only someone without a heart or brain wouldn't be afraid. I have no intention to just vanish. Oh. It's rare we agree on something. Then what are we waiting for? Let's hurry before these old bones realize what we're up to. You want to? With how things are, there's no way we're just going to sit here and wait to die. The Sui regulator is the least of our concerns right now. Let's go back home and hold a real family reunion. Is Yu gonna actually get his dinner again? Oh my god. They're all finally coming back together. So it's you. I heard your voice. It's been a long time. Shh. I know you're in a bad mood. I can feel it too. I mean, I spent the longest time in the tomb after all. I probably know you better than the others. Strange. We're all I. So what's the point of going into this one side must perish situation? There's no explaining it, so I can only reluctantly accept it. You're strong, but I don't think we will lose to you. You've slept for 1,000 years after all. Well, we've spent that time living real lives. So how can we lose, right? I can't use the power I took from you, so take it back. Consider it a farewell from me. There's no avoiding this outcome, so we might as well treat it as a salvation. Sleep. A stove fire is lit. It is a warm flame harboring life and hope, enough to dispel the chill of the winter night and the anxiety in the people's hearts. The restless ancient behemoth far away returns to calm yet again. Moonlight fills the city. And every dreamer dreams a good dream. Oh, wait. Wang isn't planning on fighting him alone. That's why he woke the Ferrenmutz up, right? Oh, I thought Wang was going in there to 1v1 him. But no, I think he's just going in there to wake him up, piss him off, and try to get him out of there. And then he's going to fight him with all his other siblings, plus the Ferrenmutz he woke up. Interestingly, we don't know what Ferrenmutz he did wake up, though. Seeking an answer, he feels lost. Clarity he finds in worldly flavors. His life is a feast, an eternity aflame. Well, no, Wang want to go 1v1. Why did he wake up the Ferrenmutz then? Is this guy actually going to come back and help them, or is he just going to go and piss off and do his own thing? He gives me the vibe he's not going to come back. It's gotten quiet inside. I suppose our youngest brother's soup was timely. We ended up troubling him a little. Was your visiting him earlier not part of your plan? Truly, nothing gets past you. This is it. Shall we go in together? No. Hand me the items. With this blade, and what we got from our dear sister and youngest brother. Our strength still pales in comparison, but at least the odds don't seem insurmountable. What now? Oh. Brother. This is well enough. You've done what I've asked of you. What I promised you, you already have. Our debt is settled. I will finish this myself. What's that supposed to mean? Things are finally even. If we have it your way, won't I be in your debt again? Leave, Ji. What happens next is between us. Oh. I've been playing against me all along, in order to determine a winner. We have long since ceased to be your vassals. Now we must fight, for victory or death. Just like the battle a millennium ago. This too is inevitable. Your arrogance, your indifference, it all stops here. Are you angry, afraid, anticipating? Come. Your move. Ooh, okay, the next Sui story is gonna be so fire. Oh my god. That's gonna be sick. In doing so, he frees his whole family from Sui awakening. Yes, I understand why he's doing it. I'm confused why he woke up the Ferrenmutz if he's not planning to use the Ferrenmutz against the bestial Sui. That's what I don't get. I think his plan is to do that. It's like his backup plan, because he's meant to be a mastermind, right? So he probably knows he doesn't have like 100% chance of winning this fight. So he's woken the Ferrenmutz as like a backup plan. If he goes down, his siblings will come in and they'll have the support of the Ferrenmutz as well in the fight. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or if he falters, like even if he just falters a little bit and has to back out and release the bestial Sui, he can come back with another hand. He'll have weakened the bestial Sui and he can come back with the Ferrenmutz and everything. I think that's his plan. Especially given that he's meant to be like the mastermind. Oh god, they even still have an ending story too as well. Wow, okay. Essence herbal soup. Opaque soup with a sip of clarity. Do not ask the way, seek it yourself. There is something I do need to understand, and it probably means reading some of the start of this story again, is why Yen Wu's brother, the king, needed to kill that family in order to settle the country. Like, get the country back in order. I probably missed something in the very early bits that described why that happened, why that needed to happen, but yeah, I'm just not clear on that. Essence herbal soup, opaque soup with a sip of clarity. Do not ask the— oh, I missed the button. Do not ask the way, seek it yourself. What night is it? Her gloomy mausoleum sits in pitch black silence. In the chaotic darkness, even time seems to come to a standstill. How long has it been since the last sign of activity in here? But on this day, a new voice echoes in the tomb. Oh, we're in the tomb? Where is this? A tomb. Who am I? Unknown. Who are you? Also unknown. Though they did give me a name. Sui. Oh my god. Have you been here for a long time? Ah, so you went down there and just had like a good old chinwag with him, huh? If you would, Mr. Yu, before you take me away, might I make a presumptuous request? If it's not too much trouble, could you go over to that small restaurant across the street and buy me a bowl of plain rice with a cup of tea? It's no good to be imprisoned on an empty stomach. It's my job. Please wait a minute. Are you going? The sentence has been passed. I can't very well dally around the Judicial Review Office. I know, which is why I'm here today to send you off. You don't seem to resent me. Now that I know the whole truth, I find no reason to resent you. Although I could resent you for not telling me earlier. If I did, I fear you might be clad in the same fetters as I have on me right now. I had to leave a few worthy successors for the Judicial Review Office. I have raised an objection to your conviction. In truth, if you feel this unjust, you can request a review at the 3 organs of justice. Could you possibly think what I did is unworthy of a decade behind bars? But all that you did was ultimately for— what difference does it make? The law is the law, not a mere guide to what is moral. If I refuse to comply with the law today, how many more like me will there be in the future? And how much chaos will they create in the name of morality? It is unlike a disciple of mine to be spouting such words. I have been careless in my words. It's up to young people like you and those who follow to steer the law closer to what many deem is right. I'll be waiting for that day. And since that pine tree on the mountain still stands, I'll also be waiting for you to cut it down and craft me a coffin from its wood. By the way, why have you come here today not dressed in the Judicial Review Officer's uniform? I resigned. A thunderclap can illuminate a moment, but it cannot distinguish what is good or evil, true or false for everything. There are many things I cannot perceive clearly. The pine tree remains on the mountain. It is merely a tree. What the mountain climber sees in the tree depends on their intentions. I will return to the Tianqi Bureau and practice my craft for a while. Very well. Doing something you don't understand with muddled eyes will never bring you any achievements. Sir, there is still one thing I do not understand. Why exactly did you insist on investigating the Grand Preceptor's case? Why do you ask? I organized the files surrounding this case only to find Gu Chuan was not the only one who sacrificed everything he had for this affair. Gu Chuan may have had his own motives, but you have no direct connection to the case, save for being under orders back then to bring his unresolved case to a judicial review office to light. Mr. Yu, the meal you wanted. The waiter at Savers at Yu's refused to take payment and even said they look forward to seeing you again. Strange, I didn't even mention the meal was for you. I recall meeting Gu Chuan in a restaurant several decades ago when he imparted this to me. Too many colors blind the eyes, too many flavors dull the tongue. I only understood his words later, probably owing to my short-sightedness and dull sense of taste. My eyes see only the unvarnished truth and my tongue savors only the unaltered taste. The man clad in prisoner attire turns around and takes one last look at the plaque above the doors of the Judicial Review Office and the courtroom behind the doors. He bends down, scoops a handful of unmelted snow under a cypress tree, and sprinkles it onto his rice bowl. He finishes his meal in a few mouthfuls. And tasty. Thus I depart. Oh. Why are you here? Because of a mistake. An oversight. I'm not actually sure which one's which yet. I can feel it. This is sounding like you is saying this actually. I can feel it. You're in so much pain, so much anger. But after so long, your wound is healing, your rage subsiding. You sound exhausted. Yes. My consciousness, my soul, it has split into multiples. Just like you. Where did they go? Outside the tomb, they call it the mortal realm. The mortal realm? Is it a beautiful place? Oh, this is when he originally split, right? Not at all. There I have witnessed the most savage slaughters, the most malicious plots, the most merciless betrayals. Kin destroys kin. Love turns to hate. Arrogance caused my failure, because I could not comprehend human emotions. If the mortal realm is such a vicious and repulsive place, then why did they go there anyway? Because... Oh my god, I forgot about this character. Who goes there? Quite the distance you've hiked. Where you off to? Why does it concern you? I'll tell you why. You caused a ruckus in Yan and you expect me to do nothing? You old things probably forget the pain of a wound before it even healed. If we could beat you up and drive you out, then we can do it again now. With just yourself. Laughable. Oh, was that a challenge to a fight? Let's go. I know you have a few worlds down in that belly of yours. Let's see who's stronger, you or that painter. Let's see how long your leftover worlds can stand against my flames. You will pay for your impertinence. Forget it. There's no use in killing you. You'd only mold another body to life just like before. If this is your excuse for backing down, I accept. I can't be bothered to argue with you, but before I locate your true form and off you for good, there's a question I want to ask. I'm curious, what exactly did that Waichi failure promise you to make you obey his orders so willingly? No, not just you, all of you. His plots do not concern me. We only share some common goals. The one I seek is that disgraceful traitor imprisoned in a tomb. If you only wanted revenge, you would just killed his proxies one by one, then wait for it to die in war with Yarn. So many years have passed, your so-called kin on this land surely only numbers a few now. You're just feeling nostalgic. This human emotion is what makes you different than beasts. Absurd. No. Nope. That can't be the only reason why you've conspired with him. Don't think you can fool me. In all these years, Yan has always kept a few pairs of eyes on you. Are you lot still thinking about that thing under Baizao? I'm not sure if they're a Farron Mutt. They're kind of sounding like they're a Farron Mutt. Uncle Lee, are we gonna find Dad here? This was the only place I got after asking around. After so many years apart, it's the first time I was hoping news about him would turn out to be false. I can't think of anyone else who'd fit the bill. Someone so obsessed with martial arts that they'd fought everyone worth fighting and even intentionally injured others on multiple occasions. How did he end up like this? No clue. His obsession is unmatched, although the stronger the obsession is, the harder it usually is for the mind to break. Is he just like punching a wall? What was that? Waifu, we'll find him soon, but be careful. You might be the only one who can wake him from his madness. Let's go, Uncle Lee. Was the blade falling into his hands truly a sleight of fate? Liang Sun. Oh, Liang Sun. If something were to happen to Hao Tianpai, it'd be on your head. From a distance, a burly body can be vaguely seen in the depths of the cave. Heavy fists repeatedly pound the rock walls, leaving bloodstains that resemble plum blossoms. Every punch shakes the entire cave. Only now do the visitors realize this cave has been carved out by the punchers. 40 years, the first under heaven. When did I? The blade. I can't give it away. Throw? I better throw it away. My daughter. I won't let you harm her. Dad? Dad, wake up. Dad? Oh, everyone's converging, man. Where's Chen? Wasn't Chen hanging around this place too? Is she gonna rock up too? Actually, wasn't she in Victoria? No, she was in Victoria last. Yeah, Chen is having a random arc, isn't she? She's just randomly floating around the place. You can almost see Baizao from here. Visiting this post house was unexpectedly turned into a trip down memory lane. What? You lot insisted on following me, so why the silence now? All who died here are our brothers. All for loyalty. Lord Wei, someone's following us. Watch out. Impressive swordplay. In the many years since we last met, your swordplay has turned incomparable. Is this Chen? Lady Chen. Oh, she's back. Oh, she's got new drip. She's got new drip. Does this mean we're getting another Chen altar? Are we getting an actual Chen altar instead of just pool party Chen? Long time no see, Wei Yanwu. Uncle. Huai Che. I thought what you did in Lungmen was the stupidest decision you could make. You and these men. What are your plans now, even? You shouldn't be here. Could it be Fumizuki? She told you. I made this decision myself. Nothing to do with anyone else. This affair likewise has nothing to do with you. True. I've never asked about your past. I consider it your private business, and felt I had no right to pry. I've been to many places these past few years and seen many things I never saw or even thought of before. I think I've come to understand that despite all the contradictions in this land, righteousness still exists. What happened to my mother and my sister? You can't say they have nothing to do with your past. So I want to see for myself how you plan to unravel this past you've been entangled in your entire life. Damn, everyone is kind of converging. This is kind of sick. You know, the only person that isn't converging here is, Tallulah. Tallulah is like the only character, and maybe Nine a little bit as well, are the only characters that aren't really converging and still feel like they have a big build up to their story. I seem to suddenly remember many things. Things I saw within an enormous body through eyes that can see through the mist. You are part of this consciousness, so it is only natural you possess the same memories. But the mortal realm I saw is different from what you described. So what did you see? A fire. At the very beginning, people congregated to fend off ferocious wild beasts and started a fire to light up the cold nights. They gathered around the flames, forged all sorts of tools, and cooked all kinds of dishes. Their faces bore many expressions I cannot comprehend. I really want to know what those feelings are. Such a thought is very dangerous. Dangerous? Your kin, the proxies who are already roaming about the mortal realm, entered it with similar thoughts. The only thing awaiting them was endless torture. Did they all want to become human? Before I become one, first I want to know, what is humanity? Where should I go to look for my answer? Just go. Take a walk in the mortal realm. A cacophony of emotions and desires will bring endless suffering. Give a thought form and it will resemble the dawn of chaos. Fall into its fetters and you will never break free. You're not afraid? Just a dream. I guess it's not so strange to dream about it. Where's everyone? The young chef leaps up off the couch, stretches himself, and rubs his eyes hard. The kitchen before him remains the same, pots and pans all in place. He seemed to suddenly think of something and hurriedly opens a cupboard, taking up bottles of oil, salt, and soy sauce, and vinegar. Carefully, he drips a drop from each bottle into his mouth one by one, his brows tightly knit, deep in thought. Only after a long time does a smile appear on his face. Phew! Thank goodness! Still tastes the same. Whether as man or beast, whether I remember or not, it doesn't seem to make much difference. The flavors of the land are endless, and I've discovered all the ones I've been seeking. And as for what comes next, let's not think about that right now. Enjoy the flavors of today and leave tomorrow's worries for tomorrow. That's all there is to it. Let's get cooking. Bestial Sui is getting woken up and is just like, fuck it, deal with that problem tomorrow. Let's get cooking. Okay, this was actually a really cool story. I really like this. I think I got lost a little bit with why the family had to be killed, which I think someone... Yeah, I think King, you put a comment in here about that. Because if we blame Wei, kill the true Lung, it makes the situation worse, and the new Lung will not gonna get support by the people. They're gonna doubt him and say he wasn't part of it. By making the receptor take all the blame, make the whole situation easier to sort out, because at that point of time, if Ursus outsider here Trulung was dead and no one take over, they're gonna attack. Oh. Damn, did the Preceptor know? Was the Preceptor told that they were gonna be a sacrifice, or did their whole family just get completely obliterated? Unbeknownst. That's kinda... That's kind of fucked. I guess they weren't told, right? Because they tried to run away with the kid. They ran away with Blaze. Damn. Sacrifice an entire family to save a would you say it's a civilization? Yeah, I guess you would. That's crazy. Damn. Damn. That is actually crazy. RIP. RIP Blaze's family, I guess. Oh, hold on. Let me go here and grab all these. Actually, it was a plot, wasn't it? It was a plot to kill the True Lung. So they got that family to kill the True Lung and then killed the family. The Receptor actually no, but only the head of the Receptor. She decided to hang herself, but the rest of the family probably don't know. Wow. Wow. Oh, is that because she got arrested? She was the one that hung herself in the prison? Damn. Damn, man. Damn. Unfortunate. I was kind of expecting Blaze to go give them back their name because the Receptor's name was completely removed from all documentation, right? I thought Blaze was like, yeah, I thought she was going to go in there. No, they want True Lung to dethrone, not kill him. He died because of infected. Oh, right, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, there was little bits of the story that I didn't keep up with, unfortunately, but yeah, okay. So they wanted the True King to go because the True Lung was starting to go a little bit crazy, and people were saying he was a tyrant. The son of the True Lung, which is Yuuen, or whatever his name is, Yue, kills the old... No, doesn't kill the old man. He dies because of the infection, right? So why did Yue have to leave? Guchuan also didn't try poison? And the True Lung but only wished to honor the Grand Preceptor's sacrifice at the feast. Oh, he didn't try to poison, he just tried to honor. Yeah. Damn. Ripperonis. Oof. Oh, well, I guess Blaze is the survivor, right? And Blaze grew up to be pretty decent. She can continue on the bloodline. Yeah, Wei and Wu go inside, but he found the True Lung have died, so out of panic he run. Oh, okay, so that felt like that wasn't explained. That bit sounds like it wasn't explained at all. Although it's not quite clear, yeah. It was kind of explained as the brother just kind of abandoned him after the family was killed. The new True Lung. And the new True Lung didn't know why he did that. He was just left alone to rule. Yeah, and also the food. How was the food attached to that family? I didn't quite understand that. How was the red moon cakes, I think they were? How were the red moon cakes tied to the family? Because that's one thing I don't get. Like, I get this, why it was symbolism. Like, he showed it and it was like, oh, it's the family. Chinese symbolism? I don't know. Oh, Yeah, I wonder. Wait, is that actually a thing? Hold on, let me look that up. Let me look that up. Are red mooncakes symbolize something? Red mooncakes, particularly during the Mid-Autumn Festival, which we were in, symbolize luck, joy, and happiness. They are often given as gifts to symbolize family reunions, completeness, and good fortune. Traditional symbolism. Red bean paste is a common filling for mooncakes, further emphasizing the connection to traditional celebrations and symbolism. So maybe he was trying to say family reunion. I'm not sure why though. Yeah, I feel like there's some deep symbolism there that, yeah, we're just not quite getting, but yeah, okay. I see them. I see what they were trying to do. I see them. All right, but no, that event was sick. That event sets up the next Sui storyline to be just ungodly and unfathomably good. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of action because I feel like it's going to start off with Wang fighting the bestial Sui and failing. The middle section is going to be all the Sui siblings coming together to fight the now escaped bestial Sui. And then the Farron Mutts are going to come in and do ridiculous things. And I guess we'll find out what the pheromones are in the next story. I wonder if they'll sneak in some information in the future stories. Like the Lizzie story. I wonder if the Lizzie story in China at the moment talks about the Farron Mutts that have been awakened. I would be intrigued. But yeah, that is where we're going to leave it for tonight. Good story. Excited for the future of this particular story arc. And yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. We got 6+ months though until the next one comes out. They probably do this yearly, right? So I guess it's going to be this time next year that the next Sui story gets released. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. Tomorrow, I think we're actually going to be jumping back into Uma Musume. We got some horse girls to train up and get some wins with, man. We got some wins we need. The management side of that game has captured me. Help. I'm even watching the anime now. Help me. But no, that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Yes. It's going to be a grand old time. We'll come back to Arknights when the extreme or the extra, whatever they call it, stages come out. So we'll come back for that. Hopefully I'll have a couple of the characters up in E2 by then, because I actually really want to see what Yu does in E2, and I want to see what Blaze does in E2. I think they're going to be sick. But yeah, new concert was just uploaded. Oh no. Wait, new Arknights concert? Is that what you're talking about? No. Is it actually? Where is it? I don't know if you're talking about an Arknights concert or an Uma Musume concert. Ambient Synesthesia 2025. Oh, 23 minutes ago. Ooh, okay, that might be tomorrow. Ooh, I think that might be tomorrow. Arknight concert channel. Yep, we found it. Okay, well, we might be watching the Ambient Synesthesia tomorrow then. It only goes for 2 hours, admittedly, so maybe we can do 2 hours of Ambient Synesthesia at the start and then do a run of Uma Musume after that. Yeah, that might be the plan. Oh man, I did not know that came out. That's sick. Oh, I'm excited again. Ooh, let's go. It's a good week. This is a good week. And we've got freaking Magic the Gathering EOE releasing, pre-release this Friday. Dude, this week is fantastic. I'm loving it. This is great. All right. But that is me done for tonight. Again, we will do the Arknights concert in the beginning of the stream tomorrow, and then we'll do Uma Musume the second part. Cool, 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 cool. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.